Welcome back to the Shenzhen Gymnasium. What a match we just had there, and the phenom continues. Alex Lanier beating Chou Tien-chen in what's shaping up to be a fascinating rivalry. And now another one here that of a different scale. PV Sindhu of India will take on Thailand's Busanan Ongbamrungphan. Looking at the brackets right now, it is looking very fascinating here. The winner of our match will be taking on either Happy Low or Yo Jamin. Lots of matches still to come here. Court 1 is plodding along in comparison to some of the other courts. Now, this is one of the most one-sided head-to-heads that you will see. They have met 20 times, these two, and it is 19-1 in PV Sindhu's favor. They last met just a few days ago in Kumamoto, where Sindhu won comfortably for win number 19. In the opening round there. Will it be a different story? PV Sindhu, 29 years of age now and 179 centimeters, still one of the tallest around from the powerhouse area, hotbed of badminton in India, Hyderabad. She's a former world number 2 that was achieved some time ago, April 2017. An Olympic silver medalist in 2016, a bronze medalist in 2020, and a world champion, of course, in 2019. She has 2 silver medals in 2017 and 18, and 2 bronzes, 13 and 14. Busanan Ongbamrungphan is just a bit younger at 28, 168 centimeters tall. She's from the capital of Thailand, Bangkok, and is Youth Olympic bronze medalist from 2014, world champion, bronze medalist in 2013, a silver medalist at the Asian Youth Games in 2013, and has got 4 titles on the HSBC BWF World Tour, including one this year at the Canada Open. She was a runner-up at the Japan Open, losing to Akane Yamaguchi in the final. She has as many World Tour titles to her name as her opponent. Her last title was at the Singapore Open in 2022. PV Sindhu finishing runner-up to Wang Ziyi this year at the Malaysia Masters, her most recent final. Steen, when you've got a 19-1, that obviously is right at the forefront of your mind, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you go in with a lot of confidence if you're PV Sindhu, and not so much in your Busanan. Some players just match up really well against others, and vice versa, match up really badly. Busanan's game has got a lot of trouble against PV Sindhu.
Jakob Sindberg is the service judge, and umpire from China is Su Xiaofeng of. I mentioned he's from China. I mean, if you're the coach and you're dealing with Busanan, you're just saying, just draw a line around it, just forget about the past, focus on the future. I mean, how would you want to approach it?
I would like to think that there is something that we've developed that can help you do better than what you've done in the future. But I'm a little bit curious. I think she's had a little bit dip of form, Busanan, as of late. And if you don't have that, then it becomes really, really difficult. Because, I mean, you've already watched the video. It's your 21st encounter. So I'm interested to see what she comes up with.
Two first round exits in the last two tournaments in Denmark and Kumamoto. Quarters of the Macau Open, second round of the China Open. Yong Jiamin beat her there. And quarters of the Hong Kong Open. Those are the last few results.
Service over. 1 love. Service over.
First point on the board there.
1-0.
PV Sindhu out in the second round last week. Michelle Lee beat her. Denmark Open, she got to the quarters. Greg Tunjung defeated her in 3. Michelle Lee also beat Sindhu in the Arctic Open opening round.
Yeah, and so that's the dilemma, and perhaps where Busanan could find some hope, because it doesn't look like Sindhu is in fantastic shape either.
Right.
There were some signs of it last week, but on the other hand, I mean, if you 2 tournaments in a row draw the person in the world that you got the very best head-to-head against, then you're pretty much expected to win.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
then losing out in the second round to Michelle Lee, that sort of holds the good run a little bit. As we know, Michelle Lee is also on the comeback trail after injuries, and is not yet the way I see it in the same kind of shape that we've seen her in. So,
and Sindhu started that match brilliantly against Michelle Lee and then just went off the boil completely.
Yeah.
Service over.
So that would have been very frustrating for her.
And that's of course something that perhaps Busanan has looked at and said, what was working for Michelle Lee? Strong technical skills from Michelle Lee. Sort of seized the initiative.
Right.
So I think if we look only technically, I think Michelle Lee is stronger technically than Busanan is. But I mean, that shouldn't prevent her from trying to do what Michelle Lee did and play a really strong technical game. At least she saw how much success the Canadian had when she took the control over the rallies with when she was playing PV Sindhu. So control and patience, so you don't play yourself out of position, out of balance. And then hope that you find some ways to score. Well, that's been the problem for Busanan, that Sindhu's defense is simply too strong. She gets so much back when she plays the tie. Yeah, super play.
Nicely done there from Sindhu. It's got to be the most one-sided head-to-head around at the moment, do you think?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
I mean, 19-1 is pretty emphatic, isn't it?
It's extraordinary that they played each other so many times. Yeah, that's well played by Sindhu.
Nicely done, yeah.
And here she gets to take the initiative. 2, 3, 4 good shots in a row. And for those who saw the match against Michelle Lee last week, then Michelle Lee was in and trying to sort of break that dominance in terms of shot making.
Yeah.
very early. So even the first time or the second time that Sindhu tried to apply pressure, there was some kind of neutralizing shot from Michelle Lee.
Do you remember? I think you and I obviously working in that game together last weekend. I think you said this is the pivotal point. Now remember, Sindhu had a big lead, but then all of a sudden it was something like 8-15 or something, 16, and then Michelle Lee just closed the gap. She lost that game, but from there on, it was that one point I think you mentioned that this is that moment. She never recovered from that, really.
Service over. 6-5.
And that's sometimes one of the questions you could challenge even the world's best players with, and ask them, what have you developed within the last 6 months? What have you become better at?
Right.
And a lot will say, well, I've become stronger physically, I've got better stamina and so on. Okay, but have you developed anything tactically or technically? Can you do something? Can you... Oh, that's a plumb on the line, that one.
Yeah.
Can you do something technically you couldn't do 6 months ago? Are you more solid in certain shots than you were in your career so far? And that can sometimes be a hard question to answer. 6-7. There's a challenge on the adjacent court. And the sound system here in Shenzhen Gymnasium, there's nothing wrong with that.
Well, she's keeping pace at the moment, Busanan. She lost 12-8 last week in Kumamoto.
That was going out, or wide. Right. Well, that one is going wide. That was wide of the doubles line.
Yeah. The one before looked like it was as well, wasn't it?
8-7.
Took no chances. Wow. Li Shifeng, by the way, is out on court 2, by the way. Lin Chunying, what a win.
The winner from last week.
Yeah. Wow, that is a result. And if I'm not mistaken, that's bad news for Li Shifeng. He had to.
It makes it a lot more difficult for him to qualify.
Yeah.
So he's opened the door for Koki Watanabe, Jonathan Christie, Lin Chunying himself,
Yes.
Lu Guangzu, and Kenta Nishimoto. But the second round is not enough for any of them to steal Li Shifeng's spot in the World Tour Finals.
Yeah, I think he is actually out, Steve. Losing here today means I think he's waved goodbye to his final hopes.
It depends on the results of the ones chasing him. Koki Watanabe could pass if he reaches the quarterfinal here. Lin Chunying needs a semi-final to pass Li Shifeng. Jonathan Christie and Kenta Nishimoto need to runner-up, and Luke Wang-Su must win.
Has Victor Axelsen.
Yeah, so
tough one.
So there's a couple of nail-biting days, perhaps, for Li Shifeng to find out whether he's going to play in Hangzhou in December.
Service over.
เข้าไปดันน่ะเข้าไปดันดาดอ่ะ
Fold.
Super shot there from
Service
Sindhu.
over.
Steve, I know
10,
PV Sindhu's
9.
leading it, but Busanan fairly okay with this so far,
Yes,
right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. There's also a little bit of a mental game in it, because I mean, if Sindhu should end up losing this one, then
Oh, yeah.
there's some serious questions.
She's got it back.
Fantastic.
That is incredible.
Service over.
It was just a, I'll just try my best and see what happens there. That face, that reaction tells you everything. Look at this. Hit and hope.
That was like the winner that Dechepan Puaranukro, the mixed doubles
Yeah,
player,
that's
played
right.
last week.
That's right.
Played an outright winner from behind the back.
Oh, that is remarkable from Busanan. And PV Sindhu very belatedly reacting to it because she didn't think it was going to come back. It could be, maybe it just could be her day. And guess what? It is
11-10
Busanan
interval.
who has taken the lead here. It's a slender one. 11-10 at the interval.
Up to 1, 20 seconds. Up to 1, 20 seconds. Eleven, 10. Black. Twelve, 10.
So she adds to a lead. Busanan.
Sindhu walking a little bit closer to Coach Lee Hyun-il. He's been trying out a number of coaches as of late, PV Sindhu.
13, 10.
Oh, it's all going very nicely for her. Busanan, she's on a good run here.
it was PV Sindhu who eventually chose ends, the way I saw it. And I'm thinking that she's playing up against the drift. But he hasn't really been able to capitalize on it so far. That's a good shot.
Service over.
Little deception straight down the line.
14.
Deep forehand corner of Busanan, who didn't get to it at all.
Well, she's finally broken that run.
12. 14.
That was a good 5-point run for Busanan. Looking to put a run of her own here, Sindhu, if she can.
Good pressure.
She does.
13. 14.
3 in a row now for Sindhu.
Missed it by quite some margin. Busanan.
Oh.
That was quickly that those 4-point. She was ahead. Evaporated.
Oh,
yeah, again.
Back again almost. Not this time. Sindhu was on top of things.
Trick shots galore from Busanan. An alert by Sindhu.
Thank you.
Oh, she'd done that twice. That really would have been something. Sindhu back in front after her own run of 5 points.
Pressure. Yeah, it landed in because she played 2 shots that was way too short. Sindhu, that was what got her under pressure in the first place.
Yeah.
Look at that little deception. There's no. Yeah, it doesn't even touch the line.
Comfortable, and it's a fine run from Sindhu now. 7 in a row.
And that's what a 19-1 head-to-head lead gives you. It gives you the belief that you can always come back because you normally have the upper hand against your opponent.
Yeah, that last win for Busanan 9 matches ago. That only win, I should say, in Hong Kong, 2019.
And that was, as far as I recall it, was just after PV Sindhu won her World Championship in Basel, wasn't it, in 2019?
Yeah, that's right. In November.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she's played other tournaments, but she became the world champion there in August. Fantastic achievement, first ever Indian to win the world championship.
19, 14.
Yeah, almost exactly 5 years ago, that last win, just over.
Service over. 15, 19.
Well, she needed something here. Busanan to end that run of 9 points that PV Sindhu had done, but has it come just a little too late? Oh, beautifully done from both of them. Two great shots. But Sindhu ends it spectacularly, and that sets up
20,
5 game
15.
points.
You.
Pushing her opponent all over the court. And it is out though.
Service over. 16, 20. Play.
This is nicely done. Busanan, is there still some fight in this?
17, 20.
3 game points still to contend with though.
เราก็รับได้
Thank you.
It's gone wide.
There you go.
Game.
Wraps it up. PV Sindhu.
First game won by
She
Pusarla
takes
Sindhu,
that first game,
21,
and
17.
she has never lost to her opponent when that happens. On 19 previous occasions when she's won the opening game. A 9-point run certainly propelling her towards that 21.
ทีเนี้ยวันเนี้ยเพิ่มลูกบีบ
Good start here for PV Sindhu.
บีบเข้ามาจิ้มตรงนั้นเพิ่มเข้าไปนะเล่นไปเลยแล้วก็เพิ่มลูกรับลูกเสิร์ฟนะรับลูกเสิร์ฟอย่าเปิดง่ายนะวันนี้เราต้องลองอะไรใหม่ๆที่เอามาเราเจอเขาหลายครั้งแล้วเราไม่ได้ลองเอามาเล่นเลยวันนี้เล่นให้มันรู้ไปเลยเฮ้ยแย็บเปลี่ยนวิธีมาจิ้มเข้าตัวตีก็แบบตีเข้าตัวมั่งก็ได้มั่งตีตบแม่งรับได้รับดีก็เปลี่ยนมาตรงนี้มั่งนะเปลี่ยนวิธีมั่งลองให้มันหลายๆลองดูเดี๋ยวก็มันต้องอดทนอยู่แล้วเขาเคี่ยวให้เครดิตเขาแต่มันตีมันอย่างนี้แหละแล้วลูกตบแม่งไม่ต้องอะไรแม่งทีมตบแรงทีมต้องตบเลยยัดไปเลยยัดแล้วก็ไปยับเข้าไปยับเหมือนเขายับเราอย่างนั้นแต่ยังไงก็รับมาก็โอ้อยู่แล้ว
Cut 1, 20 seconds. Cut 1, 20 seconds. Second game. Level. Play.
So, second game here, PV Sindhu in front against Busanan. What words of encouragement, what optimistic view could we take of that first game for Busanan?
Yeah.
Take your time.
that it's a tough one, right?
Yeah. That familiar feeling, right, coming over her?
But I think now she's playing up against the drift, so she can play her shots without being too worried.
Yeah.
And I think focusing on that and how she scored the points in the first game, or more specifically, how she can control the rallies when she. But she's got to play with a little bit of higher risk. And there was a famous coach once who said to Kota Naroka, playing Victor Axelsen, it was Park Jubon, so he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
He said to him, what do you gain from playing passive? You've already seen that you get demolished when playing passive.
Yeah.
So maybe you don't win by playing offensively, but you're not winning by playing passively either. Yeah. And that's the same thing, in my opinion, that would be the advice to Busanan. What do you gain by playing safe?
Yeah.
Nothing. So if you play with a bit bigger risk, well, then you might end up losing 21 embarrassing instead of 21 nice.
Yeah.
But you're still going to go home with the flight. But if you start pushing your shots a little bit extra, then you might actually have a chance.
Correct.
Of sending Sindhu to the airport instead.
Kind of like similar to that saying that's been attributed to Albert Einstein. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and not changing it up.
That's your words, not mine.
No, that's apparently Einstein's words, but yeah.
He was quite smart sometimes,
he was a
wasn't
smart
he?
fella from time to time, yeah.
The question mark is if you have the ability to change.
Yeah, correct. It's all well and good saying it, right?
Yeah.
But you know, Steve, quite often you say when we're commentating that you can't be passive. There's no point just allowing things to happen.
Yeah, I think most of the times it's not a good way to do things. That's well played.
There you go. That's
Service over.
And then you may, when you play this more lovely attack there and the follow-up, beautiful. When that's a little bit tougher, so you might end up running out of steam. But so what? Otherwise, you're running out of points.
Exactly. So you might as well give it a go.
Yeah. Good shot from Sindhu.
And it was just around that interval period, just before and just after, Busanan was in a good position. And
yeah,
I just wonder sometimes also whether the reality, I'm playing Sindhu, that, you know, suddenly, I wonder if that comes into it.
Yeah. Yeah, that can often be sort of like the internal established truth. Well, I can't beat Sindhu.
Right.
But I mean, you've lost to Sindhu a number of times where she's proved to be better than you. But that's what we're testing today. Is she still better than you?
Right.
And you have the chance to do things differently than what you've done in the future. And maybe she's not where she actually should be.
Yeah.
Service over.
Well, look, just seeing from the body language, she's smiling. She's not down on herself, at least not outwardly. No. She's played some cheeky shots 3 times now, actually.
Yeah, but there's possibilities.
Yeah.
Play back, yes.
Yes.
Excellent shot.
That's the word, yeah. 3-point lead.
Over.
As you say, this is the end now. She's got to take control.
Yeah.
Good reactions there. Oh.
Wide.
Oh, that was going out.
Yeah.
Well, Sindhu somehow got that shot back earlier in the rally.
Yeah, and that's what's so tough for Busanan. That is that Sindhu gets so much back.
Yeah. Oh. There's times like that when it happens that
6, 7.
Maybe that winning feeling for PV Sindhu. The confidence, look at this. She can only look on in despair.
Yeah. Wow,
that's lovely.
Service over.
I'm sure as well, Steen, she must get fed up. Busanan probably being asked this question whenever it comes to playing a PV Sindhu. That'll always crop up as well, won't it? From those around her, from the media.
In all honesty, I'm not sure it really does, actually.
No?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
It's certainly a talking point, isn't it?
Yeah, sure. I think it would be a talking point, but I'm not sure.
9, 6.
That's out, and then of course Sindhu's just questioning that. Have a look. Oh, it's in. Well, I think it was in.
But it was out on the side.
It was side.
Was it? Tough. Or was it? No, it was called wide in the back.
Yeah.
She has a point, Sindhu.
Yeah. Well, she just got to put that behind her. Can't do anything about that.
I love that smash from Busanan, but I would like her to run immediately
back into towards the net,
towards that point where we saw the shuttle past the net. Because if Sindhu gets that back cross with her backhand, well, congratulations, then you won the point. But most likely you're not.
Right.
Good shot. Very nice slice smash from Sindhu. Stops a little bit ahead of Busanan. This is one of the sort of hoping shots. We hope that we can stay in the rally, but eventually it's not going to really bring anything. The only thing you're hoping for is a mistake from your opponent.
Do you know what, as well, Steen? I've just realised we haven't had too much mopping going on in this match.
Maybe it's
as much as we did.
Maybe it's cleared up outside.
Yeah, yeah. Let's hope so, right? That's good news if it has, because there's barely been any. I've not noticed it at all. As much as we had in that last match, Lanier and Cho.
Excellent.
Batter. She'll be happy with that. PV Sindhu. And to be fair, there's still a big smile on Busanan's face.
Yeah, but the question mark is that a good smile or a
yeah,
resigning
same old
smile?
thing again, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. The resignation. Wow. Sindhu.
9, 10.
3 in a row here. She tends to put on these big runs against Busanan. It starts getting tricky for the tie.
Landed in.
Service over.
So
11,
Busanan
9.
has the lead here, 11-9. But she trails in the match overall. PV Sindhu won the first game.
ถูกแล้วนะเห็นไหมเนี่ยระวังแค่เพิ่มระวังเตือนตัวเองแค่นั้นเองว่าให้อยู่ในเกมให้อยู่ในแผนแค่นั้นเองสมาธิดีๆนอกนั้นไม่มีอะไรนะให้อยู่ในแผนเราดีเฮ้ยต้องนี่ต้องผลักแล้วเพิ่มเวลาเข้าลงอย่าไปรับวางอย่างเดียวรับวางนะแล้วลูกตบเพิ่มลูกตบใหญ่ตบเข้ากลางเพราะเขารับวางกลางอยู่แล้วไม่ต้องวิ่งเขาจะไม่คอสใช่ไหมเพราะเขาคอสไม่ได้แต่ว่าเราตบไล่เส้นให้คอสแล้วเราต้องวิ่งด้วยมันตบเข้ากลางตบเข้าตัวแล้ววิ่งเขาตรงวิ่งตรงนะแค่นั้นเองนอกนั้นผลักอะไรถูกแล้ว
11, 9. Play.
So Busanan leading here, as she did, by the way, in the previous game. But that's when, and then she had a little bit of a run, and then Sindhu came storming back. Different end as well now, of course.
Yeah, that was probably one that Sindhu would have loved to challenge. I'm not saying that the line judge is incorrect. I'm just saying it was really, really close.
Yeah.
But no challenge system on court 1 here today.
Thirteen, 9.
Played back. No. Second drop shot there to the forehand of Sindhu would have been beneficial.
Not getting that.
Service over. 10, 13.
Oh, nicely done.
11, 13.
Now within 2 of her opponent.
Yeah, and the scars from the first game is scary for Busanan, up 14-10 and just in double quick time, it was 14 all.
Yeah, middle of that 7-point or 9-point run. Yeah, it's
12, 13.
might be coming back to haunt her again.
Okay.
It's been called out.
Service over.
Sindhu.
Didn't do anything there.
14, 12.
She was actually quite silent, Busanan, the way I saw it.
Yeah.
That's a good shot. That's the shot that sort of neutralizes the rally. Quickly down below the tape. And look, as it was out. No, it wasn't.
Oh, no, I think it's on the line, isn't it?
It touched the line. But we have no challenge. I like the idea. I encouraged her to play it before, play it 2 times in a row to the same
14.
net corner. Busanan, just the execution that lacked a little bit.
Just a point in it now. Nicely done at the net there by
14.
PV Sindhu.
Oh.
And it's the first time they have leveled scores since it was 3 all.
Service over. 15, 14.
These two first facing off back in 2012 at the Asia Youth Championships. It's a long, long history between them.
Waited for that one, Sindhu. Waited all the way.
Service over. 15, 16. Thank you.
Little flick with the racket there. Again from Busanan. Sindhu with the pressure.
Oh, that is stunning from Busanan.
Service over.
And that's something that goes in the coach's book. The way I see it, how efficient that has been, that little flick of the racket there. Sindhu not even close to it.
No.
Good play.
Service over. 16, 17.
Twice to the same corner. The last shot from the back court. Well placed around the double service line from Sindhu. Great touch.
16, 17.
Sindhu now again leveling scores.
17. Oh.
Can she go in front? Not something she's been able to do since very early on in this game. It's been Busanan in front the whole time throughout, pretty much, apart from right at the start. That will be a blow for her. Indeed, it is PV Sindhu now
18,
with the lead.
17.
$13-9 was the lead, another 4-point lead that she had. 14-10 earlier. In the first game, 13-9 here. Both times she's lost that lead. And the last 13 points going Sindhu's way. I'll make it 10 of 14.
19, 17.
String's gone in Busanan's racket. That was a very unfortunate time.
Sindhu 2 points away.
Service over. 18, 19.
Busanan still clinging on here. And she draws level. Is there an opportunity here for the tie?
Busanan took a game off Sindhu in Malaysia Masters back in May. It was the first game she won against Sindhu in 3 years. Good play.
Big one there. Sindhu, she sets up a match point. Big shout from her as well.
19.
But I like that she tried to play back Busanan.
Get ready.
Instead of lifting and leaving the initiative with Sindhu.
So PV Sindhu continues what has been one of the most dominant head-to-heads in badminton, with her 20th win over Busanan Ongbamrungphan, and the 13th time she's done it in straight games. Busanan will look back at this and feel that, well, she had opportunities perhaps.
21-17.
This is closer than certainly the last time they met last week. But once again, she, unfortunately for her, falls short. PV Sindhu marches on. There's a sort of a resigned look there, almost bemused by the whole situation from Busanan Ongbamrungphan. And this one ends in favour of the Indian player, PV Sindhu. 21-17, 21-19. She defeats Busanan Ongbamrungphan. It's taken 50 minutes for her to do it. Fifth match of the day here on court 1 at the HSBC BWF China Masters 20.